Welcome to PedalCell, the ultimate bicycle power source. We're excited to get you up and running. Installation is simple and shouldn't take longer than a few minutes. Everything you need is included in the box. The PedalCell generator, the smart power hub, extra large, large, and small mounting spacers, the rear clamp and its mounting spacers, a 4mm Allen key, 18, 30, and 40mm fasteners, the smart power hub mount and fastener, a green circle sticker, and a USB-C to A adapter. The gloves are completely optional.
PedalCell comes out of the box with a spring in its locked position. This is the position used for mounting and deactivating PedalCell when not in use. Do not push the generator inwards in an attempt to press it against the rim. Doing so with excessive force could damage your PedalCell. After you're all done mounting with this video's instructions, you can activate the spring by pulling out on the generator and pulling out on the spring pin. This will engage the spring to push the O-ring against your rim.
This video is for mounting PedalCell on a bicycle's chainstay. Mounting on your chainstay could be a great option for trikes and recumbent bikes, but we only recommend you do so on a traditional bicycle if you've tried mounting on your seat stay already. Mounting on your seat stay tends to have less chance of pedal interference. We do not recommend mounting with carbon rims.
PedalCell features both an engaged and disengaged position. As you can see here, the PedalCell is disengaged, and there is a gap between our O-ring and the rim of the wheel. This is how the device should be properly installed. The device comes out of the box in the disengaged position and should be installed on your fork in such a way as to leave a small gap between the rim. Some people try to activate their device by pushing inwards on the generator to press it against the rim. This is not helpful and with excessive force could actually damage your PedalCell. To properly activate your device when ready, simply twist the generator outwards and pull out on this spring plunger. You can see now the spring force is pushing the device into the rim. So I'll deactivate it one more time. This is how it comes in the box in the deactivated position. To reactivate, I twist out on the generator and pull out on the spring plunger. This will use the spring force to push my device into the rim and have it ready to go for riding.
Perform the following checks before install. Measure the diameter of your chainstay on the opposite side of your chain. PedalCell will only work on chainstays with a minimum diameter of 0.63 inches or 16 millimeters. Then measure the height between your chainstay and seat stay. Do so where your chainstay intercepts your bicycle rim. PedalCell needs a minimum height of 5.2 inches. Move PedalCell into its decoupled position. Pivot the generator and clamp opposite the spring force until the two pieces meet. You should hear a click confirming the spring lock has set. You could confirm that the generator is locked by seeing the locking plunger recess in its groove. A slight push on the top of the spring plunger may be required to help it recess properly. If it's not recessing, try rotating the knurl until you could align the pin with its groove. Align the rear clamp jaw in the correct orientation. We advise using the 30mm fastener in the left of the clamp and the 40mm fastener in the right. If your chainstay is less than 0.83 inches in diameter, then we recommend you insert the 18mm fastener in the left and the 30mm fastener in the right. Loosely insert PedalCell's left fastener and place the clamp jaw around your bicycle. Then insert the right fastener to close the clamp. Again, only mount on the opposite side of your bicycle's chain. Insert one of the mounting spacers on the inside of the clamp. PedalCell's clamp offers 4 levels of adjustment. However, nearly all chainstays will require our large spacer at minimum due to their small diameters. If your chainstay has a diameter greater than 0.83 inches, then use just our large spacer. If your chainstay is less than 0.83 inches, then you must use our extra large mounting spacer along with our rear clamp mounting spacer. Again, both of these spacers must be used together if your chainstay is less than 0.83 inches. The front clamp spacers align with the rubber insert located on the inside of the clamp. When inserting the spacer, ensure that the spacer stays lined up over the rubber pad. It should be roughly centered on the clamp once finished installing. If required, the rear clamp spacer should sit in between the teeth on the rear clamp. Move PedalCell along the chainstay until its generator is roughly in line with the top of your rim. If it's not perfectly aligned, don't worry. We'll adjust its angle later. Tighten the fasteners until the device is sufficiently fixed to the chainstay. You may hear some creaking noises during install. These are completely normal. There should be little to no vertical or horizontal movement once properly tightened. As an optional step, you may use a torque screwdriver to verify the tightness of your install. A target torque of 20 inch-pounds is ideal. Again, a torque screwdriver is optional. Most riders are able to torque down their pedal cell with the included Allen key at hand tightness. If you need additional pressure, try using a larger spacer. Before continuing, you'll want to perform a pedal check. Rotate your pedals to see if they interfere. Only mount on your chainstay if your pedals have the proper clearance. We recommend checking with your feet on the pedals as well. If clearance is too tight, then we recommend you mount on your seat stay. We recommend you do one last check to ensure that the spacers are properly aligned. A misaligned spacer can cause slippage on your bicycle.
Here's an example of PedalCell installed too closely. You can see that the O-ring of the generator is already in contact with the rim of the wheel. Currently the PedalCell is in the decoupled position. You can tell this because the spring plunger is slightly recessed. When it is in the deactivated position, the PedalCell should not be making contact with the rim of the wheel. In order to fix this, simply loosen the two primary bolts on the clamp and twist PedalCell out slightly. This will create the needed space. Another way to accomplish this is to use a larger spacer within your clamp to create the space between the O-ring and the rim.
To achieve maximum efficiency, a straight line should be able to cross through the center of your hub through the generator. To achieve this setup, we'll have to adjust the generator's angle. Start by making sure the spring lock is engaged. Then slightly loosen the generator's angle adjust fastener. Now, the generator can be moved freely. A tape measure, ruler, or any other straight object can be used to optimize the alignment. Once finished, tighten the angle adjust screw until the generator cannot move. You might be hearing some creaking noises while tightening, but this is completely normal. You may use a torque screwdriver to verify the tightness of the angle adjust. A target torque of 25 inch-pounds is ideal. Again, this is completely optional, and hand tightness with the included Allen key is usually sufficient. Unlock the generator by pulling backward opposite the spring force and pulling the plunger. Perform one final tightness and pedal check. Most chainstays have a tight clearance with the pedals, so take extra caution before every ride. Never pull on PedalCell's cord directly. Ensure that PedalCell's cable is always held by the cable hooks to alleviate strain on the water-sealed grommet. Riders can install a rubber mount onto the Smart Power Hub if they wish to place it on their frame. Do so by aligning the rubber mount in the desired orientation with the Smart Power Hub's fastener insert. Then install the fastener with the Allen key. The Smart Power Hub can be installed in a variety of places on your bike, such as your handlebars, stem, or frame. Once mounted, you can secure the Smart Power Hub's connector. You can avoid tangles and slack by coiling the cable around the Smart Power Hub and using zip ties. The sticker included with PedalCell can be used to verify whether the product is activated. As with any bicycle component, we recommend that PedalCell's orientation be checked and adjusted as much as every ride to maintain performance. PedalCell's O-ring should be replaced around every 2,000 to 3,000 miles. This process could take about 30 seconds. Only official PedalCell O-rings should be used for ideal product performance and to prevent damage on your bicycle rims. These can be purchased at PedalCell.com. For any further questions or concerns, please feel free to contact us at info@PedalCell.com. Happy riding!